And then the guy's like, oh, you gotta bring me in.
So you can start biking again?
All right, we will get going with our pro panel here. We're missing one, but Tim may come on up and we'll put him up here when he does.
That was a part negligence because I missed out on Oceanside, and Oceanside is one of my favorite races, and I'm like California beach, sunshine, awesome. I get here and it's like 6 degrees, raining, and it's like, oh geez, I should have done my research. Nonetheless, I do love coming to this part of the world. It's always a great community and people who are just, you know, it feels like the origins of Ironman racing here, where people just super passionate about the sport and getting together. And quite frankly, I'm at a stage in my career where I can't do those fast switches anymore, hence why I didn't race 70.3 Worlds when Kona was cancelled.
Yeah, well, 2020 we didn't get to race, and I said when we get to race again, I'm racing every single race, and I'm staying true to that. So, yeah, after Chattanooga, definitely when I crossed that finish line, I was like, that's it. But I think I would really regret it if I didn't go up against Jan again and see Gustav in his debut, and Rasmus Svenningsson, I guess is kind of like a dark horse. He's not really a dark horse, but I mean he's here very hungry. There's a lot of good guys, and I think it would be very, very difficult being just down the road and watching it. Plus my mom signed up for it, and I told her I'm doing it no matter what. And then I was like, oh, by the way, I'm not doing it anymore. And so I felt bad about that too. So this will be fun. This will be great.
So you got yelled at by Mom? Is that what you're trying to say?
No, she told me I didn't have to because she's doing a 100-miler next weekend too, and she was like a little bit, I think, happy that we weren't going to do it. And then I changed the plan on her, told her we need to fatigue her legs a little bit going into that 100-miler. So.
Gonna do 70 miles out, and then it started to
Yeah,
sure. He was running away from me, and I was like 6 minutes. Yeah, sure. You got it?
Good luck.
Go.
All right, good.
Last one, guys.
1, 2, 3.
What do you think about the race this weekend?
I think that this
From a neutral standpoint.
No, exactly. I think that this is the first time that arguably someone can give Jan a run for his money. And I mean, the guy hasn't been beat since 2017. And I think that, wow, this is bumpy. I think this is the first time someone give him a run for his money. I mean, there's 3 athletes here that are, well, I would say 3 athletes that are world class. Cam Werf, Lionel, Gustav, and also that Rasmus Svenningsson guy. Svenningsson. So,
what's the gut telling you? Who's gonna win?
It's hard to say. Gustav?
You think Gustav?
I don't know. It's hard. It's impossible to bet against Jan. It's impossible. He hasn't been beat.
I agree.
So, yeah. Jan. Lionel, actually. Lionel's gonna win it. He's gonna pull it out of the bag.
It's Ironman. Everything can happen, you know.
You have to show up to the start line.
Yeah. Eric, I can tell this on video. He texted about Gustav again. So,
Eric did.
yeah.
Gustav's still gonna race though, right?
He was at the doctor. He got a message from the doctor while we were riding. So he can't do anything.
He can't race?
He can't, like the doctor can't help.
I love a fresh tuna when they shift down into those gears beautifully. The snap of the gear. It's beautiful.
Tell us what your chain ring is right here.
That bad boy is a 60 tooth. Just what you need on a flat course with 45-mile-an-hour tailwind.
60 tooth?
That's a 60 tooth. So now I've got the potential to go 60-10, which I already tested it back home on my semi-challenging course, and I was doing 65 kilometers an hour, and I can't really push it properly in the 10, so I have to use the 11. But that's what I'm looking for. Thank you, Drag20. Put these, now let's switch over to these just to test them. I'm only looking for 1200 or so today. 1200 or 1500. Hello.
Tell us where transition's at.
It's about 3 miles from the swim exit, apparently.
What's it in though?
Oh, it's in a baseball stadium. It's really cool, actually. If only it wasn't going to have torrential downpours all day. It'd be a really cool venue. Ah, yes.
Becky, what's your race number?
I don't have my glasses on.
1918.
Have a great race, everybody. Woo-hoo.
Where are you headed, Becky? It's congested down there.
Tell everyone we need to make Becky.
Look at all these bikes, eh? Look at this. This is insane.
Tell everyone we need to make Becky the most followed athlete on the tracker.
I think Becky's mad that we publicly said she's doing this one. So nobody follow Becky. Nobody.
Bib number 1918.
Yeah, right. Bib number 7,640. The Deda Triathlon Racing Family Unit. Like it's his family. His last name is Deda.
What are you looking at right now?
I'm just catching up on my Discord at the moment.
Wrap up the day. Everyone, we haven't even told people why you're here, how you got here.
I got here in a motor vehicle.
Well, I know
on the
that, but
I-10 to the I-5.
last we saw on your YouTube channel, you told people you were done for the year.
Yeah. That's why you got to give everything 72 hours, right? Because I did that interview 12 hours after finishing. And Ironmans are hard. I'm not going to lie. They're tough. And that was a hard race. And, you know, it was a good hard. I wasn't like the Coeur d'Alene blow up and have a horrible day hard. It was a good hard. And so I came around pretty quickly after that one, mentally. And I was like, oh, come on, really? You're going to let Jan go to California, you're not going to be there to welcome him? And so pretty quickly I made the decision that I was coming, maybe 3 or 4 days after. I was on the fence, but then I made the decision. And then we went to the velodrome, did some testing. Now, don't get me wrong here. I don't just make decisions on my own. I chatted with coach. I chatted with the team. Everyone's like, go ahead, do it. It's fun. Have fun. If you're having fun, keep having fun. Go up and race the best guy in the world. Go race Gustav in his debut. Gustav's definitely be one of the best guys in the world very quickly in long distance, in the ultra long distance. Let's go see what he's got in the first go. So that's how we got on the start list. And then the big one is I wanted to, I went to the velodrome. I made a few changes. I'd like to test those in a race situation because I won't probably get another opportunity to test them over a long distance race until St. George. And also tactically, I think I could race better. I didn't race tactically very well in Chattanooga. I could have raced tactically better. I could have went with Joe and with Sam. I made the decision not to. I played a very smart race. Smart race got me second. I needed that Kona spot. Do I want second here? Second is worthless to me here. So let's race it a little differently. So that's why we're here, to test all these things.
Are you excited?
No, not at all. I'm actually wish I didn't put my name on the start list now that I know the weather.
Chances you think the race even happens?
I have no idea. I mean, it's going to be...
Tell us.
As far as I can tell, I mean, I did
try.
tri-battle, and tri-battle was very similar conditions in that it was in the 50s Fahrenheit, and it was windy, and it rained most of the day. And I think Jan was maybe a little bit better prepared than I was. I think he maybe had a little bit more padding or something in the suit, maybe a vest or something. And I wasn't prepared at all, and I was shivering uncontrollably for about 3 hours on the bike. And I actually thought, I might have to drop out. And then, getting onto the run, I couldn't feel my hands or anything. I had difficulty putting my shoes on. But then I warmed up. It was all good. Stopped raining on the run. Wasn't that bad. This one, on the other hand, is forecasted to rain from 7 a.m. until 12 a.m. that night. So this could be very difficult. And then it's very unprotected out there. It's very open. It's just farmlands. Very little trees to block the wind, and they're calling for 25 to 35 mile an hour winds with 45 mile an hour gusts. So, yeah, I mean, this one might go down as the hardest Ironman I've ever done. Trying to wrap my head around that. The big one is dress appropriately. Going to give up some speed, unfortunately, due to having to dress warmer. There's just no way to get around it. I won't be able to finish if I don't give up some speed and dress warmer. So probably cancel out all the gains I made in the velodrome. Oh well. I came to a race, so let's race. Let's find out. Will the race happen? I mean, I have no idea. I can't control that kind of stuff. I am mentally preparing myself for an insanely hard race. That before the intensity comes into the factor, the race is going to be insanely hard. And then add the intensity level in, and this is going to be crazy. So I just so happen to enjoy that kind of stuff. So I am fearful, but also excited.
What does this news article say?
This news article says, study suggests flooding could reach never-before-seen levels in Sacramento Central Valleys. So, let's hope it's a bit of hyperbole. Maybe.
I say 90% chance it gets canceled.
I mean, I'm not going to say stuff like that publicly if it's going to get canceled or not canceled. I mean, it's a shame if it gets canceled because it's an amazing venue.
Yeah.
I could see this being a marquee Ironman event. It's amazing, really. I mean, for the spectators, for everyone, for the for your loved ones, to have a whole baseball stadium basically shut down for us to.
In the bike course.
And the bike course shut down. I mean, it's pretty amazing.
Well, I mean, how incredible was it?
Oh, it's beautiful. The whole thing's great. I mean, it's just freak weather. You can't control that. So let's hope we get to race, but I'm not going to fault anybody if it's unsafe to race. I mean, safety 100% first. There's a lot of first timers. I have done a lot of extreme things, and I'm a little bit fearful.